Hello, I'm Christopher Gajewski. I just wanted to make this special video for Veterans Day. For many, like Veterans Day and Memorial Day and Election Day, veterans are a talking point. Honor the vets. And I'm just here to say that we need to do more. I'm not a vet. I did serve infantry. I did an old school Fort Benning, Harmony Church, U.S. Army Reserves, but I know vets. There is an iconic picture that the artist won't admit to, but that's my uncle. It's of an older man in a suit that is leaning against the Vietnam War Memorial in Washington, D.C. He did 3 tours in Vietnam. Demons found him over there. He struggled with it for the rest of his life. I know a guy who did 3 tours in Afghanistan, and I know that he struggles as well. He's got this interesting quote: good men, we need good men to fight wars, but good men shouldn't be fighting wars. Veterans need to be more of a talking point on Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and Election Day. We need to do more. Their suicide rate is 6 times that of the national average, 22 a day. I have a video that I'll attach to this one that I made a couple years ago that's just as relevant today, just as relevant as it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and 30 years ago. In my podcast, I talk about the struggle. I almost committed suicide a couple years ago. I suffer from major depression, PTSD, anxiety disorder, and a few other things. And I just wanted to say that it's not weakness to reach out. It's not weakness to get help. It's not weakness to say, I need help. Like I said, I served. I have a hell of a resume. I was a business owner, and I've hit rock bottom now twice where I almost committed suicide. Once a couple years ago, once 20 years ago. So we need to do more. And if you're a vet, thank you for your service. And if you're struggling, reach out. In the United States, there's a crisis hotline, 988. You can call or text and be put in touch with a crisis counselor instantly. If you're anywhere in the world, thank you for your service. And I'm sure that there are hotlines and places to get help. A lot of the struggle is just talking about it, and knowing that it's not a weakness to reach out, to get the help that we need. It's not there's no stigma. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want you to be happy and healthy and live your best life, and it is possible. I have a lot of family members who are serving now, and friends that are serving in war zones. And again, I know I'm repeating it, but we need to do better. It needs to be more than a shout out to vets on Veterans Day, Memorial Day, and Election Day. They have to be more than political talking points. There's such a small population that nothing is done because their votes aren't going to do anything. So it's up to us, the non-veteran population, to force our politicians to fix this broken system. Like I said, 6 times the national average for veteran suicide, 22 a day. That's a lot. That's too many. That's 22 too many. So on this Veterans Day weekend, thank you for your service, and think about them. And we all need to do more for them. And if you're a veteran, if you're anyone who is struggling, check out my podcast. I mean, it's just, I talk. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a professional. I just talk about my struggles. I talk openly about it. And I talk about like what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right and things that I really don't know about. But I'll attach the other video. And one last time, thank you for your service. 988 in the United States. And we need to do more. Thank you. Well, here I am, the home of the infantry, Fort Benning, Georgia. I was hoping to get some help here by some current soldiers, but just here for the sake of old times, and to raise awareness of the 22 vets that commit suicide each day. Here are my 22 push-ups. This is day 8. Let's see if I can make the old place proud. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And that was my 22. What, it's day 8 or day 9? Back to doing push-ups in Georgia, Fort Benning. So just my small part to raise awareness. We need to do better for our vets. We need to do better for mental health care in this country. But then we also need to do better for our vets. It has to be more than a talking point during elections, because vets make up such a small voting portion that they just get lip service because it sounds patriotic. So, but let's do more, and I'll keep on doing my part. See ya from Georgia.